Westfield Memorial Hospital provides high-quality health care to residents of Western New York, offering patients the most sophisticated medical advancements while keeping the ease and familiarity of a community hospital. Support for Chautauqua Sunrise has been provided by WRFA 107.9 FM, Jamestown's public radio station, streaming online 24/7 at WRFALP.com. Low power to the people. Meter's Restaurant, a family tradition for over 50 years in downtown Ripley, is a proud supporter of Chautauqua Sunrise. Meter's provides all-day dining, banquet services, and custom catering, specializing in pie.
Funding for Chautauqua Sunrise is provided in part by the County of Chautauqua Industrial Development Agency, with offices in Jamestown and Dunkirk, helping businesses to prosper throughout Chautauqua County. For more information on how the CCIDA can assist your business, visit choosechq.com.
From supporting people with disabilities to enjoy great lives to providing health care services that are available to anyone, the Resource Center has been improving our county for more than 60 years. Learn more about how the Resource Center makes a positive difference in people's lives.
The Hofbrauhaus in downtown Buffalo invites all our friends from Chautauqua County to experience craft beer, Bavarian food, and live entertainment. Check us out on our Facebook page and website for family-friendly events throughout the year.
From the Access Chautauqua Studios in Mayville, it's Chautauqua Sunrise. Chautauqua Sunrise is hosted by Doc Hamels and supported by the award-winning volunteers at Access Chautauqua. We are here to share local news, colorful interviews, and events of interest to everyone. Chautauqua Sunrise is broadcast live Saturday mornings each week from 9 to 10 a.m. Send events via email or call us live. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook. And now, from the Access Chautauqua Studios, it's Chautauqua Sunrise.
That's us. Good morning. I'm Randy Burt, and I'm sitting in for Doc today. I have no idea where he is, but I hope he didn't fly. I don't think I want to go to an airport right now. It's like, it got stayed there for a little bit. That's terrible. Think of being on your honeymoon or something and getting shafted with delayed flights, canceled flights, and not the best way to start out a marriage, but I think it's getting a little better. I think they're finally paying the TSAs, so good luck. I'll probably see you in the summer, maybe. I got a good show today. I got 3 ladies here that can't wait to get on. One you know, and I think 2 you haven't met yet. But if I look a little red, do you remember as a kid they told you use suntan lotion? Don't get a sunburn. Well, bald-headed me, I never listened. So now I'm paying dearly for it. So I'm more red than when I get a sunburn. I tried everything from tanning beds to...
We'll have to put makeup on you.
I need some. I was in Australia one time and I just got burnt like one day. Air shows are worse because you're looking up at the sky. You're burned all the way down here, but I'm paying for it now. So if they tell you to wear suntan lotion, wear suntan lotion. Sunblock. In Hawaii, they have the kind that protects the reef. So if you go to Hawaii, don't even take it. Get it over there because you got to have the reef kind now. They're protected. And I don't know. Got to keep them reefs going for the little old fishies. So I just got a few announcements to make here, and then I'll get right into the show because I got a lot of stuff here I think to talk about today.
Can you do the your other announcements?
Oh, yeah, I can do that, Jeff. I'm glad there's people up in the air watching me. Thank you. You can watch us, or you can read. You can hear us on WRFA 107.9 in Jamestown on Tuesdays at 1 o'clock. So if you're driving a car, don't listen to me, you're going to crash. Also, you can email or call us at 716-753-5225 or email us at chautauquasunrise@gmail.com. And we're also on social media. So you can go to facebook.com and you can watch the show live on Saturday mornings. We'll also be being replayed all week and forever till YouTube goes bye-bye on YouTube. It just takes a few minutes to get it to load. It's a big process, but I think they're getting better. So we're going to do the announcements here. I'm going to start with this one that I just got in. Let's see here, where are we at? They're going to have a Bluegrass Festival, Chautauqua County Fairgrounds, May 30th. And this is to benefit Shriners Hospital. Get it right there. Mm-hmm. They do this every year. I guess it's quite a big event, and it's a good cause.
I love those mini bikes.
Yeah, you know, when I was a kid, Shriners would sponsor a day at Midway Park for kids. So it was all free rides, you know, and so Shriners, I've heard of them for just about ever. I mean, I see the commercials all the time. I guess there's one in Erie.
There is, yeah.
Erie, I've never been there, but
It's a hospital.
I guess that really helps the people that need it. So, Infinity, we don't have any announcement today, but you can contact them at 716-664-0991 or at www.infinityperformingarts.org. National Day of Prayer is Thursday, May 7th. Oh, okay, it's not May yet. Community Helping Hands will host a Day of Prayer event at the Gateway Center parking lot from 11:30 to 1 p.m. This is a drop-in event, so individuals can stop in for a few minutes or stay for the entire 90 minutes. Guests can participate in one or more of the prayer sessions, mingle with other guests, and grab a simple hot dog lunch. I love hot dogs. Prepared by St. Susan's Center. It is the hope of the community helping hands that by joining with others on this National Day of Prayer, we can pray for our nation, knowing that God is our strength and will help us in times of trouble. Now to the Reg Lene, one of my favorite places.
Beautiful.
Been going there since I was 10. Johnny Cash theatrical tribute concert performed at the Reg Lene Center for the Arts April 18th. Step inside the day Johnny Cash changed music history. Folsom Prison Experience brings the 1968 recordings to life. This is Saturday, April 18th at 7 p.m. at the Reg Lene Center for the Arts. And to get a hold of the Reg Lene, tickets are anywhere from $35.50 to $73.50 and are on sale now. The Reg Lene Center for the Arts box office is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 12 to 5 p.m., and 1 hour before movies and events. Tickets may also be purchased by calling 716-484-7070 or at reglenna.com. Reg Lene Center for the Arts is located on 116 East 3rd Street in Jamestown, New York. It's easy to find. They got a big old flashing marquee, and for us old people, it was the Palace Theater.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah.
And my first movies there was The Shaggy Dog and The Absent-Minded Professor. And that was my last movie till the mall opened, but
I could go back a lot further than that.
I've seen,
The seal ball when Lucy and Desi were here.
oh, wow,
Yeah.
I got to meet them.
really?
Trailer, yeah.
Well, not really introduced, but I washed the cup that Lucille drank out of.
Ooh, lipstick all over it?
I don't remember so much, yes, but Desi had a lot of makeup on, and he had heels. I mean, his shoes were platform.
Well,
So, but I was impressed. They came to Jamestown General Hospital where I worked.
That's one thing I want to know. Was Lucy born in Jamestown General or WCA? Or were
I don't think WCA, I
Was
would
even
say
there?
Jamestown
Jamestown
General.
General?
Was first.
I got my picture taken with her daughter one time, so,
Now that's a privilege too.
but I make a fool out of myself. I walk up, they used to have a proclamation at City Hall, and I'm walking up the steps with two girls, and I'm talking how their Lucy look-alike is so good. You know, she, Diane, can't think of her name, and when I started introducing people, these two girls were both Lucy look-alikes at Universal Studios. Okay. It used to be great, though. You go up there and you'd run into the stars, you know, and talk to them. And, but yeah, I felt like an idiot, you know. It's like, oh, you do it too. You don't look like Lucy. But yeah, it was a great event. I did the grape stamp
Well, I
one
was
time.
impressed, but Desi had a lot of makeup on.
Yeah, I bet. But they brought television in, and we have a 3-camera shot now because that's how they did their shows. I've seen pictures of the studio when they're doing a rehearsal or the show, and it's like, love to go there. So the Chautauqua County Department of Mental, did I miss something? Oh, yes, I did. A widow support group. You are not alone. Join the first gathering of the self-run and informal group to foster meaningful socialization and bring a strong network of peer support. The initial meeting will be an opportunity to come together, share ideas, and help shape a welcoming, peer-led community focused on connection, understanding, and support. And it's going to be held April 17th, 2026 at 1 p.m. The Salvation Army, 83 Main Street in Jamestown. There's no registration required. Come and meet and greet and stay for the connection. So the Salvation Army, Brooklyn Square, 83 Main Street in Jamestown. The Chautauqua Chamber presents the State of the County. The Chautauqua Chamber is working with County Executive's Office this year to provide a more meaningful event to our local business and community. This year's breakfast gathering with County Executive will include the actual State of the County address, followed by a moderated question and answer session, so our guests can engage with the topics presented. The Chautauqua County Chamber State County Breakfast will be held Tuesday, April 21st, 8 a.m. at Doubletree Hilton. It's on 150 West 4th Street, Jamestown. The cost to attend this event is $30 for chamber members and $35 for non-members, which covers breakfast and helps provide the ongoing work of the Chautauqua Chamber year-round. Sponsors for the 2026 Chamber State of the County event are AHN Westfield Memorial Hospital, Brooks TLC Hospital, County of Chautauqua Industrial Development Agency, Labella Associates, Media One Radio Group, National Grid, Phillips Little LPP, LLP, and the State University of New York at Fredonia, and UPMC Chautauqua. Registration is now through the Chamber's web calendar, and you can get it at www.chqchamber.org. Next one, Jeff, slide 16. The Chautauqua County Department of Mental Hygiene is excited to announce the return of its annual Mental Health Awareness Month. Art contest opening for submissions on April 1st, 2026. This year's contest is part of the county's broader Mental Health Awareness Month campaign. Real life, real support. Support looks different for everyone. Community members of all ages are invited to share their creativity and perspective through the art that reflects what support, hope, and mental wellness look like in real life. Submissions will be accepted from April 1st to May 8th, 2026. Selected winners will be recognized and receive themed prizes celebrating the importance of mental health in the community's support. This contest is a powerful way to lift up voices across our community, says Trish McLeenan, Deputy Director of the Department of Mental Hygiene. Art helps us express what it is sometimes hard to put into words, and reminds us that support comes in many forms. We are excited to bring back this to the community this year. Participants can find full contest details and submission information by scanning the QR code, and we have one on the screen if you can scan it, or promotional materials, or in the Mental Health Awareness Month Toolkit. Follow along and join conversation using pound Mental Hygiene CHQ. And let's see here. April's Family Strength and Support Month and Child Abuse Prevention Month, a statewide campaign highlighting the critical importance of protecting children and supporting families throughout April. Communities across Chautauqua County will unite to raise awareness, promote prevention strategies, and advocate for the safety and well-being of the children. Every child in Chautauqua County deserves a safe, nurturing environment where they can grow and thrive, said Chautauqua County Executive P.J. Wendell. By coming together as a community through initiatives like Pinwheels for Prevention campaign, we not only raise awareness about child abuse, but also demonstrate our shared commitment to supporting families and supporting and protecting our youngest residents. They need it. It's like not much you can do when you're a little kid getting slapped around. According to the New York State Central Registry, Chautauqua County receives more than 2,600 reports of suspected child abuse or maltreatment each year. That's sad. Of those reports, approximately 21% are substantiated, including credible evidence supporting allegations or abuse and neglect. As part of the month-long effort, Chautauqua County and partner agencies are once again leading the Pinwheel to Prevention campaign by planting pinwheel gardens across the county. The pinwheels serve as a national symbol of child abuse prevention, representing hope, health, and happiness. All children deserve pinwheel planting events scheduled throughout April, including April 14th at 1 p.m. at Dunkard City Hall, 342 Central Avenue, Dunkard. April 17th, 2026 at 12 p.m. at Chautauqua Municipal Building, 2 Academy Street, Mayville. All these events are open to the public, and residents are encouraged to wear blue in solidarity with child abuse prevention. Community members are encouraged to scan the QR codes on yard signs or visit Canva link CHQ. This is one long word, canva.link/CHQ-CAP-MONTH for more information, including how to recognize warning signs, learn about protective factors, and access a full calendar of family strengthening activities. For more information on protecting children from abuse and neglect, visit PreventChildAbuseNY.org, Chautauqua Gov, chqgov.com/human social services/children family services, or capjustice.org. If you suspect a child is being abused or maltreated, contact the New York State Abuse Hotline at 1-800-342-3720. That's 1-800-342-3720. And now we're coming up with a PSA, and we'll be right back with our show. And we're back, and that was a good PSA on bullying. Nothing worse than somebody going to school and getting picked on and slapped apart. And so I got a phone call coming in.
I can
bet
hear
you
it.
I can hear it. We got this really weird sounding phone now. Our other thing died. But, well, I'll start introducing the guests, and then we'll get back. We have one returning guest that everybody knows anywhere in Chautauqua County,
Good morning.
Dana Corwin,
Good morning, everybody.
Director of,
Chautauqua County Office for Aging Services.
and with her, she brought two friends today, Shirley Vandenburg and Ellen Coffaro. And these two ladies are going to talk about something that some people do, but you got to have it. I mean,
You gotta have it. You gotta have it. We're here to talk to you about volunteering. And do we want to take
we
a call?
got a call on.
We gotta put it on hold. Take a call.
Hello, Doc. Are you Doc?
Good morning. I am.
Hi.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Doc. How are you?
I'm watching you from Texas.
No.
I had to wake you up early this morning. Sorry about that.
No, I was actually awake. We're an hour different, so it wasn't too bad.
That's not too bad.
Well, congratulations, Shirley and Ellen. I'm so very happy to invited you to the show, and I hope Randy's doing a good job. I listened to him do the last announcement. A lot of long words in there, Randy.
You know me, it's like
Let's work.
the one
Doc,
thing I
we miss
should.
you.
I have the same problem. Well, anyways, congratulations, and I'm going to be watching the show from down here, and I just wanted to say good morning. And Dana, good morning. And
Thank you.
I think y'all are doing a great job. Have you gone to Albany yet, or is that still coming up?
I actually was in DC last month in March with US Aging, and I'll be back again in DC in June to volunteer for the Alzheimer's Association. So, you know, it's great
Awesome.
when we are able to help our community, and that's what we're here to talk about today is volunteerism. These two ladies
That's
are,
right now.
are volunteers of the year. So thanks, Doc, for calling in and making us feel welcome.
All right. Well, I'm gonna sign off, and I'm gonna watch you. And also, you may not know this, but my cousin Cor is in the Netherlands watching right now as well.
Well, good morning.
And
Well, it might
Hi,
be
Cor.
evening.
Natalia probably.
International.
Yes,
and
we are.
Natalia's probably watching you from the Ukraine.
Awesome.
So we are worldwide, ladies. So
Yes.
congratulations, and I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to get on and watch you right now.
Thanks,
Okay.
Doc. Thanks, Doc. Well, isn't it
All right.
exciting to
Bye-bye
know
now.
that
Bye.
not only are we going to be on YouTube, we're on Facebook Live, but we are being broadcast later on the radio. And then additionally, we've got international friends to talk to this morning.
Okay.
So
We got James from Kenya.
very
He's
good.
a friend of
Very good.
Karen.
Well, we say hello to all of you. And as I started to say, our conversation today in the next little bit is about our volunteers. I'm Dana with the Office for Aging Services, and we have volunteers that work throughout the community. And one of the things that we do at the New York State Office for Aging is every county has the opportunity to nominate 2 volunteers from each county. And this year, I would like to say, these are our 2026 Volunteers of the Year. They're going to get sashes from us, and I'm trying to go this way. There we go, 2026 Volunteer of the Year. And then on the back is our tagline for CHQ Aging. Sorry, I didn't get your face there, my friend. But I have a sash for each lady because they were chosen from our panel to represent Chautauqua County, and both have such deep ties to the community. Both have given so many hours, days, months, years to different aspects of working with our older adults in the community. So while I'm looking at the time, I want to make sure we get an opportunity to talk to them and find out a little bit more about how they volunteered. We're just so thankful to you both.
Can I ask Shirley a little about you?
Yeah.
Sure.
Where you're from and
Well, I'm now live in Faulkner. I've lived there since '79. Previously, I came from Klein. I'm a Dutchman.
There you go.
But I have worked in Jamestown all my life, my working life. I was secretary and bookkeeper for a couple of organizations. So, and then in '96, I was through with that employment, and then I went to Ellen and said, you know, is there something I can do to volunteer? Because I was only 62 and I, you know, wasn't going to sit home at that point.
Exactly.
And my children had grown. So, so she got me started on volunteering at all different places like the Boys Club and other places, just that. And then in, I think it was 90, shortly after that, I started the senior center, and I volunteered at the senior center for a couple of years.
now where's that one?
I was going to say, this was an actual place, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Jamestown.
That's
Senior.
where I met you.
Yeah, we had several places. We were at St. John's. We were, the last place was a schoolhouse down there in Jamestown, across from the Dietrich Park.
Across from the college.
Yeah, near the
okay.
college, the
Yeah.
Jamestown
Big
Community College.
old
Big
Oh,
building.
big old building,
Yeah.
yeah. We were there.
there.
I was there for over 24 years
Wow.
doing that, and we did a lot of, with the seniors, I, you know, took them on trips, and we had exercise, and we did a lot of things with the seniors to keep them active. And so,
I was operating a ferry one year, one of my first years in Christ First Church.
yeah,
Brought 2 van loads of people on there.
yeah.
Oh, that's
And one lady was scared to get off, but I went over, but trying to get everybody off, I went back, I went over the cops in the boat sat there wondering what the heck I was doing. I was going back and forth so I really get off and
Kind of helping as they
look
go.
around, yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing was, the ferry, they got, I think it was Cheney's got a really nice note from them thanking me for the ride. but,
Yeah, and
I
all
mean,
the
that-
special attention,
I mean,
right?
there's, you know, you can take a van across real quick, but I wanted them all off and let them walk around
Kind of
a little.
experience that.
So that was one of my first years running the ferry, and
Yeah.
that was
We still continue, play bingo once a week.
bingo.
The girls that I was with at the senior center, we, once a week on Tuesday mornings, we still get together and play bingo once a week. So that's sometimes the only time some get out of the house. You know, they say they look forward to it.
And I have to interject too, the last couple of years that Shirley worked with the senior center, we weren't provided with any money.
Oh, no.
So the money was cut. And Shirley volunteered for 2 years before we had to close because there wasn't enough resources.
Right.
And actually, I don't know the count today, but at that time, there were 7,000 seniors in Jamestown area.
Well,
So we should have been able to go, but we couldn't make it.
We had 123 members. We're
Just at that one center,
just
right?
at the one center that we did all kinds of things together. So
And I could
Yeah.
give you a little history back from Shirley,
Yeah.
we started out at the Crystal Ballroom, is where I
That's
started.
right.
I remember the
With
Crystal
Wendy
Ballroom.
Fraser, and it was a big, big group. But we had lots of fun. Shirley did a marvelous job, and to carry for 2 years without any pay, I
Oh
thought
my
that was
gosh, yes.
exceptional.
That was,
Yes.
but that's what I like doing. And then I worked for the RSVP knitting bonnets for the preemies at the
The
hospital.
babies, yeah.
And doing mailings for them, and so I did that for a long
I've
time.
been trying to figure out something to do. 'Cause
Oh, we can find you
Oh, we
I've
lots.
been
can find you
retired almost
something.
7 years now.
Yes, we can.
Just
I
ask
spend
us.
most of the time just sitting home.
Oh,
looking
No,
at
man,
you
Facebook
can't
and-
No,
do it.
can't
I
do
had
that.
someone that just retired, and she said, You're an inspiration. I'm not going to sit home, and
Yes.
I'm going to."
That's what I did. I've gotten to where I probably couldn't work if I wanted to now. The old body is so.
Well, I do.
But you
Out of
can
shape.
always find something that you can volunteer.
keep-
at.
Absolutely.
I keep my own house. I have a house, and I like my flower beds and
Mm-hmm.
that, so I'm still active with that. So
Yeah, anything I used to do, my kids will do it. I can't climb the ladder. They won't let me climb the
no,
ladder.
I can't do that either.
Yeah, I can't do that
I
either.
can't even bike ride anymore. That's my fault. I just
And then
I painted my house about 3 or 4 years ago.
really.
It's a one story, but I did most
Still.
of it.
I got a certificate from my church in 2006.
Here, I'm going to hold it so they can see.
Yeah, for
So, you know, a lot of our community volunteers are tied to churches, and churches are a really important part of our community. So that was something
So
that she
I'm-
got from
I'm
Faulkner United Methodist.
still active doing all the, I'm ad council president, and, I'm involved.
Yeah.
I do a lot of things.
Volunteering's fun too, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's, but I'll talk about safe driving. I won't.
Oh, she wants me to, all right.
Yeah.
We, United Senior Council of Chautauqua County, is sponsoring a Safe Drivers course. Now, the Safe Drivers course is going to be held April 23rd at the Chautauqua Center.
In Jamestown.
In Jamestown on Institute Street.
Are you
And I still
full?
have room for
Okay.
2 or 3 more, so if you're interested, it gives you a discount on your insurance, not a large one, but a smaller one. But you have to call me and register. So
What's the number
got
that
the
they would
my
call?
telephone number is 716-763-1012. 716-763-1012. And you have an add-on for an Dunkirk.
Yeah, this is actually the CarFit advertisement. And this is something the Office for Aging is offering to older adults in the community. We're doing it at the end of April in Dunkirk. And this is a great opportunity. Really, I don't know if the ladies there are volunteers, but there's some CarFit technicians. And CarFit is a program that was developed by AARP and the National Association of Occupational Therapists. And we always giggle and laugh and say, I'm not really 5'8" anymore, I'm 5'7". We kind of shrink a little bit as we get older. I've found that to be true. And the cars have changed, and this class allows you to get some information on some updated safety driving. And then the technician will actually take you out to your car and work with you in your car to understand your seat position, the safety features, your blind spots, your mirror position. So this is different from what Ellen is talking about.
Yes.
She's talking about a safe driving course that reduces your insurance cost a little bit by participation and
Yes.
completion of the
And
test.
it's a 3-year certificate.
certificate.
But you have to register because we take a certain amount. Our
And that's-
instructor comes in from Buffalo. It's a very high-going day. We start at promptly at 9 o'clock, so you need to be there to register about 1:15. And we have a laughing good day, but we learn a lot of things.
Sure, it costs to this.
There's a cost of $39, but it goes for 3 years. So you can contact your insurance and check with them, but you need to register, and it's coming up, so call me.
It's coming up.
Call me.
So these, we just got a little taste of what Shirley's been doing, in her lifetime of volunteering. And Ellen has been very involved with United Senior Council, led that group for many years.
I started in 1985 with them.
Wow.
Actually go back before that because I think when I was with RSVP I attended. But the one group that I stayed with when I left RSVP too was United Senior Council.
Can
I
you
think
tell
it's
us a little bit
important.
about what that is?
United Senior Council is kind of a, I call it an umbrella for other senior organizations in the county. We belong to statewide, so we get a lot of information from Albany that we can pass on to seniors. Also, I go through my papers and bring a lot of information that I feel is important. We do a lot about scams. We do a lot about Medicaid fraud. Anything that comes down the pike, we try to bring to these people, and the people that attend are from senior agency or senior groups all over the county. So it's passing on information that I feel is very important.
Scams have
Yeah.
gotten crazy.
How many senior groups do you have registered?
You know, I can't give them anymore because it's very sad to say, but we've lost a lot of senior groups around the county.
Yeah.
A couple of them are starting back up again, but
That's good.
we are much down from when I first was working with it.
If you go to the Chautauqua County government website and you go to departments and you hit that drop down and you go to other departments, that's where the Office for Aging is, and we have a list of all the senior groups that we're aware of and who to contact for them. And the United Senior Council is kind of the umbrella over all the groups, the independent groups, and they pull together once a month.
Once a month, we meet the second Thursday every month around the county. So again, you can use my telephone number to call me if you're interested. We would love to have you come and just look at us a couple of times because I think you'll stay. It's it used to be more political than it is now, but we get together and share a lot of information. And I think it's worth your coming to see us at least once or twice.
I do too. I've had the pleasure of coming to talk to the groups, and I think our agency has someone that tries to make all the meetings, and it's great to see the older adults coming together, sharing their experiences, sharing fellowship and socialization, and just the little things you all just described. Well, they're not little, they're so important to your health. If we are not connected, we do poorly. We eat better together, we sleep better, we get more information from one another. It's called peer learning and peer support. You talked about the widows group that's starting up. We got a call in our office a couple weeks ago and said they wanted to do this, and it is completely self-run. We're advertising for it, but it's a great opportunity for people to come together and work together.
And actually, the person who's starting this is a new widow. And she was with the United Senior Council, was our president for a few years. I've been through the offices, but anyway, I go back a lot further than that.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your history with volunteering, Ellen.
I was born in this county. I was born in Jamestown General Hospital. I moved to Watts Flats when I was 4 and started school at 4 years old at Panama Central School.
Oh, wow.
So I graduated a little early. But then I went, I have to say this, my principal at the school wanted me to be a teacher. And he said, I can get you into Edinburgh without you having to take all the free courses or free things. And I said, no, I want to be a nurse. But I was too young to get into practical nurses training or into nurses training. So I started working. Well, I never went back to school except took some courses. But I feel I've had a wonderful life. I've been involved with seniors since 1963. I have a Red Cross certificate that I was a gray lady and I worked the blood banks. I loved working the blood banks. I saw lots and lots of people, and I guess that's been my life, is to be with people and to do things for other people that I can.
And that was a new term when you and I spoke. I had never heard of a gray lady.
Gray lady? I think my
That's
second,
And it says right here, it
Fourth grade
says
teacher
the
was.
gray lady, has completed the gray lady course. We wore gray uniforms, and that's, I think, why we were called gray
Gray
ladies.
ladies.
But I loved working at Jamestown General Hospital, and like I said, I did blood banks as often as possible. I married in 57, and I had my first child in 58, and my second one in 62, and my third one in 65. So I still worked. I was involved in 71. I started at Heritage Village, and it's not Heritage Village, Fenton Park. It was Fenton Park. And I started in activities there, and then from Fenton Park in '73, I went to Lutheran. I worked all the buildings, did a lot of volunteering. I told Dana when I got to the retirement home, I loved that because they were a little more capable of doing some things. We did ceramics, we took bus trips. And when I got to the retirement home, I drove a 16-passenger bus.
Beep, beep.
And we went around the county on trips, and they loved it. And I don't know if you remember, but Route 17 went thump, 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 thump,
Yes.
thump.
I noticed that when I moved here, the
Yes.
thump, thump, thump.
But the residents would say, "Oh, we're going on that thump, 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 thump road." And we went by bean fields, and they would say, "Oh, please, I hope they aren't going to send all those beans to us." So I had, because there was big fields. But they
Just to
loved
get
it.
out and be
Yes.
involved in the
Yes.
day-to-day life and get to see the beautiful county. I
Oh,
mean, that's
I
so
loved
important.
It. I loved it, and it was always extra stuff. You know, it wasn't stuff I was always paid extra for. But I remember also we went at Christmas time one year, and it was snowing, and it wasn't nice. And I kept saying, "Oh, I don't know if we should go. I don't know if we should go." But there was my bus and a maintenance man drove the second bus, and we went to a family home in Clymer because it was decorated and one of the residents was related to them. We had wonderful dinners. But we got on the bus, and I asked my husband to go so I would have a second person just in case. Well, he got on the bus, and everybody was on the bus, and I said, "Okay, we're off." And my husband started to tell me how to drive. He didn't get away with it.
Nope.
But there was a little lady sat right behind me, and she sat there every time we went, and she looked at him and she said, "You don't need to tell her how to drive. She knows how to drive this bus." So I think my husband was very quiet after
Oh, that's
that.
funny.
But I
That's
love that
funny.
little story. It's an odd one. Then I volunteered in many places. Through RSVP and before RSVP.
Can
I
you tell
have a
me what
couple-
RSVP is, Rita? I've heard of it, but
The RSVP is the Retired and Senior Volunteer Program.
okay.
It's supported by, oh Lord, I lost
AmeriCorps?
it. AmeriCorps. And I did go to a lot of seminars. I went to Washington. I went to Albany. I was part of the group that got together at one time, and I don't remember if it was when I was in activities or I was RSVP, but we set up a conference at Peak and Peak. So either activities or RSVP came to Peak and Peak, and we had a big conference there.
Beautiful spot.
But I volunteered with Emil Houghton, and Dana doesn't remember Emil
Don't
Houghton.
remember Emil?
No, I don't think I lived in
He
the
had his
state
bus,
then.
didn't he? He had a bus or
Yeah.
a camper?
Yes, and he
Something
sent me a
was
couple
named
of
by that.
letters. I'm very proud to say I served on an advisory board, him with another little lady called Dorothy Brownell. And we went as far as Angelica a couple of times to meet with him. But he was very gracious. I also worked with Bill Parmat when he was here. He lived up on back roads behind me somewhere.
We used to
up
have
there.
Bill on the show once in a
Yes.
while
Really?
back in the Reed Power days.
Yes, he
Very
was very friendly, and he was in a lot of contact with the seniors here. We have good representatives now, I'm sure, but they're busier, they don't have time to spend as much time with us.
Yeah.
I don't know, I could go on and on. I worked at the Overlook for a little while, and
Oh, really?
I loved it.
Yeah, that
because
would be
all the
nice.
people that came through. I retired from there because it conflicted with my picking up my grandson from school, so I couldn't stay there. I've worked at the pantry, at the Asheville Pantry.
Food pantry.
I've done a lot of different things. I know
Wow.
I'm missing a lot.
Ellen, when we talked about volunteering, and I was talking to you both about, all the things we saw in you both as volunteers, and we really want to lift that up and shine a light and support what you're doing. You said something, and I'm trying to remember exactly. And I sent it.
Debbie won't remember.
It was something like, if like Randy, you said, I'm at home, there's nothing for me to do, I really,
Don't
can't.
go home and sit in a rocking chair. It's not good
I
for
got
your
a rocking
health.
chair. That
Oh,
was-
you can't sit there though. You can sit in the evening.
But this is what her tagline is, so say it again for us, please.
Don't retire. Go home and sit in a rocking chair, or just say, I don't know what to do. I don't have anything to do. Please call me.
Yes.
I used to say, please call me.
Please call
I
me.
will find something for you to do, and you will love it, and you won't
Yeah,
spend
that's
all
how
that
I
time.
started.
Because it's not good for your health.
I know that well.
And Shirley said, and it's true, because that's exactly what I did. I went to her and said, what can I do? So thank
Yep.
you for being such a strong advocate for keeping people moving, keeping people connected, and just having a bright and sunny disposition and sharing your energy and your joy with everybody.
I
I've
have
heard
a-
that from Shirley
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
you. I've seen that in action.
And I've been involved with Take Off Pound Sensibly for 50 years.
50 years.
Yeah, and there again, I was over 3 counties, Cattaraugus, Allegheny, and Chautauqua. I had 39 chapters under me.
Wow.
And that
That
was,
you kept
that
organized
was
and going.
organized and kept people involved and supported as far as their health and, you know, weight loss, not just counseling weight loss, but eating healthy and keeping active.
Exactly.
And that's what I did.
And isn't that the key to aging well?
Yes.
For
Keeping involved,
13 years, I did that.
managing your health,
Yeah.
being
yeah.
social, making those connections. You know, hopefully those of you out there listening or watching us today, you'll see these ladies and think, wow,
I have to
they
say,
are our volunteers of the year.
I have to add too that I've been on the advisory board, was on the advisory board from 2007
For the Office for Aging
for all
Services.
through the new directors.
Yeah.
And I would have stayed. I love doing it. I would
Yeah.
still be being more, but my husband is needing a little more care now. So I'm retiring from a few things, and I retired from Dana's board in December. But I loved being on that.
Yeah.
I need to know the information so I can always share it.
Exactly.
That's my
If we
thing.
can share our knowledge, our experience with someone, you know, of our age that's struggling or maybe feeling a little bit lost or feeling like I've got time, I've got energy, what can I do? It's really a huge help. We're working at the Office for Aging Services to launch our formal volunteer program this month and definitely have information with it at our May Expo. We're doing the CHQ Aging and Expo again at SUNY Fredonia at the college in the north part of the county. May 21st. Oh, the times. Probably like 9 to 2. I might get that wrong, so my staff don't kill me. But it's a great event. We had the first one last year. We had almost 100 vendors with services and programs and benefits. We had food, and we had small conference classes, so to speak. 35 minutes of an expert's information. So we're going to do that again. And then we'll be moving that around the county as we go through the years so everybody has an opportunity. But go to that website, CHQ Aging, with the county government website, and you'll see, or check the social media, or we'll be putting flyers out. We've also launched a newsletter that will tell you a lot of things about what's happening. So we just encourage you to reach out and connect with us at the Office for Aging. But we're really excited about launching our volunteer program. We've not done this really in the time that I've been there, and that's been 18 plus years. But we have the opportunity to train volunteers to do friendly visiting, to go and visit people in their homes.
And that's important.
That's so important to have that connection to the outside world and a friendly voice to talk about whatever it is you need to talk about. I was telling somebody the other day, I had an opportunity to speak with an older adult at a home visit, and I was talking about the services we have many years ago. And they really weren't ready for them yet, and that's okay. You know, most of the stuff we give is information, and then when people are ready, we're ready to help them. But we got to talking about dogs. And she said, my father raised German Shepherds. And so I was telling her about my German Shepherds that I knew of. And I said, well, what's your favorite dog? And she said, Bernese Mountain Dog. And I said, I have a Bernese Mountain Dog. I said, if you like, my husband and I'll bring her by for a visit. So we did, and she really enjoyed it. So part of our volunteer program is going to be, hopefully, we'll have people that have well-trained pets that want to join us to do pet visits.
Do they have to be really well trained?
They do have to be, and there's some criteria around that. But at our expo in May on the 21st, we hope to have these two ladies with their sashes on, talking to people about volunteering, because volunteerism is so important in our community. And as we're aging in place, we really need to have those opportunities opportunities to connect with people. So everything from, helping us at events, participating on our advisory council is a volunteer job. We're looking to start some transportation services in the county and out of the county. We'd like to build up a group of people that can do that. You can drive, right?
I can.
Oh, I don't know, he just told us how close he came.
Yeah. Almost
So-
fall asleep.
But there's lots of opportunities, and we're looking to build more. We're going to be starting a pen pal program with another county across the state. So again, just any place we can forge a connection, anytime we can extend ourselves and our friendliness and our support. That's what these ladies have done for so many decades, and we're just so thankful.
loved my
We're so proud of you, both of
Thank
you,
you.
for one, giving us the opportunity to showcase what you do, and for doing everything you've done for decades. We're just, you're a shining example, and we really, really, really appreciate that.
I think one statement that I have always said is that this country couldn't do any part of what they accomplish without all the volunteers that are working.
No.
We need more volunteers.
We do.
And the country needs a lot of assistance in many places. Our food pantries are very important at this point. The food truck that comes once a month. I work at Asheville at the food truck. But volunteerism is very important to all of America.
It is. It is, and it's evident in many of the things that we've run over the years. I think of our Santa for Senior program that's run by volunteers, and donations are made of supplies to pack the goodies, and then we have volunteers that deliver. So, there's just so many opportunities. As you said, if you are thinking, what could I do? You call Ellen or I.
My number's on.
And Shirley's right there with
everywhere.
us. But it's just really important, and we're hoping to really roll out a program that will support a lot of people and give them some meaningful work in their life. I've never met a volunteer that said, I don't get more out of what I'm doing than
Always.
I'm giving. It's always that perception. I grew up volunteering with my family. My children volunteer, so it's just built in, and you invite people as you go, right? Your bingo girls
Yeah.
are
You
a
and-
strong group
Oh,
that
yeah, they
keep
are.
going.
But some of them don't get out of the house all week.
Yeah.
And it's,
That's what they look forward to.
Yeah,
And it's
oh,
an
yeah.
important part of
Yeah,
their life
yeah.
and their health. So we just
we share, we share
stories.
stories of either joys or concerns.
Mm-hmm.
We have a talking part that we talk, and share.
Absolutely.
And it's,
I think it's wonderful that
I do
she's
too.
continued to
I
be
do too. Like I said, I
involved.
met her at the Jamestown Senior
Yeah.
Center
Long
all
time
those years ago, probably 15 years ago, when we were teaching some fall prevention
least,
classes,
yeah.
and you just stuck out in my mind as being such a kind and welcoming person.
Well,
Both
we-
of you
we did.
Extend yourselves to others, and that's
My
important
life
work.
has been with seniors, and
Mine too.
I fell into it. My sister was a head nurse at Fenton Park, and she said they need someone in activities.
Mm-hmm.
And the barber business fell apart. My husband needed some help to support us, and I fell into this, and I've loved my life.
Yeah.
It's been
Haven't
very
looked back.
important.
And what you just described is resiliency,
Yes.
right? Taking life as it comes
Yes.
and adapting, and knowing that there's others out there thinking the same way. I think as humans, we try to push people away and say, ooh, if somebody knew
If you just
that
need
I
to
was
talk.
lonely
You
or
just-
sad.
Right. You just need
Yeah.
somebody to visit with you, or you make a telephone call, and sometimes it turns into a 35, 40-minute
Yes.
call because we're just talking about what's going on in your life, what's happening. If there's something you need and you don't know where to find it, you ask, and we'll be glad to help you find that person that
Absolutely.
can do it.
Couldn't ask for better advocates in the two of you. So thank you. Thank you from our agency.
Well, maybe I better say too, and she better say, I don't know if she belongs to a senior group, but I belong to Harmony Senior Group, which is in Panama, and I belong to North Harmony in Stowe, my senior groups.
Yeah, and there's such
and I-
great
yes.
groups. I know when I started at the agency as director, I made a point to go out and talk to as many groups that I could get a hold of,
Right.
and they were just fantastic to go out and talk to. Just a great group of people. We have such a natural resource in humans here in Chautauqua County. So let's all band together and
Come
figure
join
out.
us.
Come join us. Yeah.
And if you don't have to be 65. You can be 55 and come and join us. I think we would surely welcome you. But we'd love to see a lot more seniors come and participate.
And in our volunteer program, you can be as old as 18.
There you go.
So there you go. No age restrictions there.
When we started with Access Chautauqua, back with Reed Powers, it was a senior report.
Yes.
That's
So-
where I came
I
into
remember
it.
There was a lot of, Reed would read the paper, like all the senior club meetings and stuff every week. And
That's
I got
perfect.
there was a lot of
There
them
is.
back then. And
There was.
And I think they're starting to come back, as you
Some
said.
of them are.
And thank you to you and the whole team here, because you were also volunteers,
yeah,
right? Doing this good work and getting information out and having good conversations about community assets and opportunities. So thank you for that.
it's been quite
Yeah,
20 years.
I'll tell you what, you start to volunteer and then you go, oh, I've been doing this for 20 or 30 years.
But this has been on longer than 20 years because
Yeah, it
I
started
talked to Reed.
95 maybe,
Was it 95?
95, yeah.
I
That's right.
was once. I was on once with Reed when I was with RSVP, I believe. I came up. We were at the train depot.
Oh, wow, that's way
okay.
before
Way
me.
back. Oh, see? Well, I can't give you my age,
Yeah.
but I'm getting there.
Oh, no, we started at the new school. My older son was 14 and Reed invited us in and
Yeah.
20 some odd years later, we're still coming.
It starts with an invitation. So I'm inviting all of you. Talk to any of us. Get involved in your community in as little or as much time as you have.
Yeah,
Phone number.
phone numbers for everybody.
Oh, well, Shirley, I don't know if she gives hers out, but mine's in the paper, mine's wherever.
Yeah.
716-763-1012. But call me soon if you're interested in the driver safety
safe.
course, because that's the 23rd.
And if you're interested in volunteering for the Office for Aging, you can call our main line, which is the New York Connects number, 716-753-4582, and say, I saw Dana on Chautauqua Sunrise, and I'm interested in volunteering.
It's up
We're going to
there on
have
the
more
screen for
information
you.
as well. Yep, there you go.
There you go.
Cost to join the senior clubs?
No. Well, I shouldn't say no, because a membership for the two that I belong to are only $5 for a year. And the same with United Senior Council.
Right.
It's only a $5 to join, but Chautauqua County does our mailing, so we reimburse them some for that. So those dues go for things for the club and also to help with that.
Yeah.
But $5 for a whole year is really nothing. And
It's
you
good.
don't have to join. We encourage you to because it's good to be a member. It gives you a status.
Yeah. And each club, we have clubs all over the community. Check our website and you can see where the clubs are located and a phone number to call. I know from going to the different meetings from time to time, I might see somebody in Silver Creek and then see them in Fredonia. And that's great. You can be.
There's no membership. I mean, it used to be you were restricted to stay in your own area or you were hope to stay. Now we have people who come to all of the senior
Everything,
groups.
yeah.
Jamestown.
Which is great.
I know
There's
when
one lady that comes to Jamestown's bingo, and she comes to Harmony. She comes to North Harmony.
And
She's keeping busy.
three of them, and she comes in three of
You
them.
gotta.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
got like 27 seconds. So
Okay.
anything anybody wants to say in the last?
Thank you for letting us join.
Oh, I
It's
appreciate
an
it.
honor to be a volunteer of the year. I never
Yeah.
expected it, but I'm honored.
Hey,
Really.
And I know Shirley is too.
yeah,
Well, we're
Shirley and I have
pleased.
worked
Yeah.
together a long time.
long time.
Yes.
And there's a celebration in Albany in May during Older Americans Month. Unfortunately, I don't think any of us are going to be able to go this year, but when that meeting is completed, they put out a big full color page book with your pictures and your bio. So we'll have that on our
Oh, my
website when
goodness.
that becomes available.
Awesome.
And we've had some great volunteers over the year. You can look back in the history and see how many times we've been able to celebrate two people every year. And it's an
We're
honor to
all
find
done.
them.
I want to thank you all for coming.
Oh,
I knew, Dana, if
Thank
you
you.
came, I would have a nice, great show.
talk forever.
Yes, we
Oh,
can.
man.
Yes, we can.
Me too.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great
Goodbye.
weekend.
Thank you.
There we go.
Oh, no.
It went fast.